Okay, this week we are talking about our five senses. And yesterday, when Miss Wright wasn't here, we talked about our sense of touch. So I asked the kids at school to do this with me. Sense of touch. Let's do it again. Sense of touch. What do you use to touch things? Your hands and your fingers. And they can tell you all kinds of stuff about the things around you. It can tell you if something is soft. What is something that feels soft? Can you think of anything soft?
A cotton ball.
You're a stuffed animal. What?
Cotton ball.
Cotton balls are soft. Is there anything in your room at home that is soft?
My bed.
Your bed is soft, or your pillow is soft? Okay, let's think about your blankets. Let's think about something hard. What is something that's hard? A rock is very hard. Yes.
This is a brick. A brick.
A brick is very hard. Yes.
This is hard.
The floor is hard. What about the chairs that we sit in? Yes, those are hard. Okay.
Floor is hard.
Let's think about something that's cold. What is something cold? Ice. Can you think of
In
any?
the freezer.
The freezer,
And the
water.
water.
Water can be cold. Okay. What is something that's hot?
The bathtub
Fire is hot.
The water bathtub hot.
Water in the bathtub is hot.
Water.
Water can be hot. So our hands can keep us safe to keep us from touching things that are too hot. Because what would happen if you touched the super hot water or fire? It would burn, right? So our hands can keep us safe. Today, we're going to talk about these right here. Ears. What do your ears do?
Listen.
They listen and they help you hear. So when I'm talking about my sense of hearing, I use my ears and I go sense of hearing. Can you do that with me? Sense of hearing. So you're using your sense of hearing right now so you can hear the book. Now, I know the kids at school saw this book yesterday, but the kids at home didn't. So I'm going to read it first, and then I'll read our other book for today. My Five Senses was this book, and it was about all five of the senses. I can see. I see with my eyes. I can hear. I hear with my ears. I can smell. I smell with my nose. I can taste. I taste with my tongue. I can touch. I touch with my fingers, my hands. I do all of this with my senses. I have five senses. When I see the sun or a frog or my baby sister, I use my sense of sight. I am seeing. When I hear a drum or a fire engine or a bird, I use my sense of hearing. When I smell soap or a pine tree or cookies just out of the oven, I use my sense of smell. When I drink my milk and eat my food, I use my sense of taste. When I touch a kitten or a balloon or water, I use my sense of touch. Sometimes I use all my senses at once, and sometimes I only use one. I often play a game with myself. I guess how many senses I am using at that time. When I look at the moon and the stars, I'm just using one sense. I'm using my sense of sight. But when I play with my puppy, so when he's playing with his puppy, he's using a lot of his senses because he can see the puppy. What else can he do?
Choo-choo.
He can touch the puppy. Do you think that he can smell the puppy? Yes. So he's using his sense. Oh, and if the dog is making noises, he can hear his puppy. So he can hear the dog, he can touch the dog, he can smell the dog, he can see the dog, but does he need to taste the dog? No, probably not. When I bounce a ball, I use three senses. I'm using my eyes so I can see the ball. I'm using my fingers so I can bounce the ball and touch the ball. And I'm using my ears, I can hear it.
This tastes me on my chip.
Sometimes I use more of one sense and less of another, but each sense is very important to me because it makes me aware. To be aware is to see all there is to see, hear all there is to hear, smell all there is to smell, taste all there is to taste, and touch all there is to touch. Wherever I go, whatever I do, every minute of the day, my senses are working. They make me aware. So the in. All right, and yesterday we used our sense of touch, and the kids at home did their picture too, just like y'all did with the hand and the cotton ball and the noodle or the buttons, all the things that you put on the hand. So today we're going to use our ears, and we're going to go to the quiet, noisy book. Because sometimes noises can be really loud. Like, I tell you what, I'll let you scream. I'm going to count to 3, and you can scream hooray just to be loud, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then sometimes sounds can be really quiet. Can you whisper? So quiet. So let's find out what's going on in the quiet, noisy book. Let's see. I don't know. Well, there's some birds. Do you think birds are quiet or noisy?
Quiet. Noisy.
Noisy? I don't know. I hear some birds sometimes outside. They're pretty noisy. Muffin the little dog, who heard everything, had been asleep all night. But quietly something woke him up. A very quiet noise. What could it be? Was it an ant crawling? Was it a bee buzzing? Now, let me ask you this. Can you hear an ant? When we're out on the playground and there's an ant crawling around, can you hear it? No, definitely not. But what about a bee buzzing? Could you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes, you could. Was it an elephant?
No.
Tiptoeing down the stairs?
No.
I don't know. Do you think elephants are quiet or noisy?
Noisy.
They do make a loud noise, don't they?
Yeah, they're also loud.
Oh, this says, was it butter melting?
No.
So maybe Mom is cooking something on the stove and she put some butter in there. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Maybe.
Nope.
What about a blue flower growing?
No.
Can you hear a flower growing?
No.
No, it doesn't make any noise.
But you can smell it.
You can smell it. Was it a tall building?
No.
No.
Can't bite.
You can't hear the tall building.
And they can't move.
Was it a cow
No.
putting on a dress?
Yeah. No.
Well, first of all, do you think a cow's going to put on a dress? No, probably not. Was it a grasshopper sneezing?
No.
I don't think grasshoppers sneeze, but I don't know. Maybe they do.
Oh, people sneeze.
Was it a mouse? No,
No.
they're quiet.
Yeah, but they squeak.
They can squeak, yes. Was it a fish?
No.
Do fish make loud noises?
No. They just say,
It was a very quiet noise. Such a quiet noise. As quiet as quietness.
oh, dinosaurs loud.
I don't know what woke up the dog. It was a very quiet noise that woke up the dog.
Oh, dinosaur.
As quiet as somebody eating jelly. As quiet as a kitten drinking milk. As quiet as a bird's wing flapping in the air. As quiet as snow falling. Still don't know what woke up the dog. Quiet as a chair. Quiet as the air. Quiet as someone whispering. What do you think it was? What do you think woke the dog up?
A kitty cat?
Maybe. Can you think of something?
Oh, a dinosaur?
A dinosaur? Maybe. Prisha, can you think of something that might wake up? A cat might wake up the dog?
I said that.
Kendall, what do you think woke up the dog?
Dinosaur.
A dinosaur? Marissa,
Hey,
what do
I
you
said
think
that.
woke up the dog? That's okay. Look, the sun coming up. That's what woke up the dog. The sun coming up. Does the sun make a noise when it comes up?
Yes.
I don't think so.
No, the chickens are.
Now, there we go. It's not a chicken, it's a rooster.
I told you.
And a rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo. Can you say that?
That
That is definitely a loud noise.
Chicken
Yes, that was a loud noise. Oh my, here's a whole bunch of other quiet noises. A wheel turning. Oh, but a clock ringing. Is that quiet or loud? Loud when the alarm goes off. What about a butterfly? Are they quiet or loud?
Yes.
Quiet. Let's see if I can find something noisy. Oh, like if a balloon, when the air's coming out of it,
No.
that kind of makes a noise. And it was a new day. Time to wake up.
To go to school.
And then you can hear all the things that there are to hear. The end with the quiet, noisy book. Okay.